my power's back on at 10:45 p.m. West Coast time on Thursday, July 10th. Donald Trump has nominated MAGA influencer, and I'm not even quite sure how to describe this guy. He's born in Australia. He is constantly talking about masculinity and engaging in sweaty activities with other men. I'm going to read two articles here. The first is from rawstory.com. President Donald Trump tapped a MAGA provocateur as his ambassador to Malaysia, apparently laying to rest suspicions that his alpha male persona is a parody, but many remain unconvinced. The president nominated Australian-born conservative activist Nick Adams That's peak MAGA masculinity right there. That is peak MAGA masculinity right there. I'm not kidding. The president nominated Australia-born conservative activist Nick Adams to represent the U.S. in the South Asian nation of Malaysia as ambassador after Nick Adams gained an online reputation for culture war stunts and incendiary social media posts, such as one where he referred to pop superstar Taylor Swift as a woke Jezebel, or another where he laid out a credo that many felt veered into self-parody. I'm going to read something, and this is real. He posted this, and he was serious. I'm not kidding. Nick Adams posted the following. I go to Hooters. I eat rare steaks. I lift extremely heavy weights. I read the Bible every night. I am pursued by copious amounts of women. I am wildly successful. I have the physique of a Greek god. I have an IQ over 180. I am extremely charismatic. They hate this. If confirmed by the Senate, the 40-year-old Nick Adams would replace somebody appointed by Joe Biden. A diplomat from Malaysia gave comment. It's a surprising pick that favors political loyalists over those who actually fit the post, said the diplomat. Nick Adams appeared at campaign rallies and on television to defend Donald Trump last year during his re-election campaign, and he called his nomination to be ambassador to Malaysia the honor of a lifetime. He posted the following. In your America, all dreams come true if you vote for Pedro. It will be my honor to represent the United States of America in Malaysia, he's Australian. To the esteemed members of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, I look forward to a confirmation process that is at the heart of the Constitution that has given me the freedom to pursue the American dream. Thank you to our greatest president ever. Social media users expressed shock at the announcement and its apparent confirmation that Nick Adams is an actual person. Sports writer Jason Kirk tweeted the following. This is how I learned that Nick Adams is actually real. Someone named Shiv Ramdas posted the following. Nick Adams is one of the greatest long-term bits on Twitter, and I will never be convinced otherwise. Public relations specialist Ian Boudreau posted, I don't think Nick Adams is being picked Wait, I don't think Nick Adams being picked for ambassador to Malaysia is at all inconsistent with Nick Adams is a gimmick account. TV writer Bob Schooley wrote, I don't get the last part of this, but apparently a lot of people do, so I'm going to throw this in here. Trump nominating Nick Adams to an ambassadorship is like if Joe Biden nominated Horse eBooks, dipping into deep Twitter lore. Popat on Twitter writes, you may think it's hugely insulting to name Nick Adams ambassador to Malaysia. It is, but it's also completely fair game. Malaysia hired Ben Domenic to lobby America. This is a perfectly appropriate and proportional diplomatic response. Ben Domenic runs a website called The Federalist, and he's married to Meghan McCain. The Federalist is a dog shit website. Watchdog Twitter account Eyes on the Right posted the following. Trump wants to make Nick Adams, the weird self-proclaimed alpha male guy, ambassador to Malaysia. Adams also appeared on a show hosted by neo-Nazi Stu Peters. All right, well, there you go. It's easy to laugh at stuff like Nick Adams until you remember he's actually all in on Nazism, and making every aspect of our lives worse, replied physician Ryan Marino. Let's dive in a little deeper. This is the good shit right here. Wait a minute. Adams was born in Australia and was once a member of the Liberal Party there. Became a popular figure on the right in 2016. Calls himself the godfather of the Alpha King movement and has gained a following with posts pushing everything from traditional white supremacy to comical hypermasculinity. He wrote the following. I am a walking, talking masterpiece of masculinity. Testosterone levels spike when I enter a room. Everywhere I go, I leave a trail of awestruck admirers in my wake. He wrote that in 2023, and he posted it to Twitter, knowing that other people would read it. That year, Nick Adams also posted about his time at a driving range, writing the following. I spent some time at the golf shop earlier this evening. I was getting my clubs reshafted for the second time this year due to my increased swing speed. After I dropped my bag with the shaft master, I decided to try out a few drivers in the simulator just for fun. Naturally, it was a masculine stripe show. A crowd gathered and I began to feed off the energy of all the masculine guys admiring my form. My hips thrusted hard, powering the engine of my stroke as I nuked ripper after ripper with a Ping G430. He actually wrote that. Rewind that 60 seconds and listen to that again. Why can't you hit like he does? I overheard a woman ask her boyfriend in a hushed tone. He would outdrive you with a 7 wood. Adams' content has long raised eyebrows for its odd sexual nature, with posts like, a foursome with the boys will be the most fun you will ever have in your entire life. There is nothing better than having a few too many domestics in the company of other alpha males. I hope he's talking about beers. I think he's talking about beers. I really hope he's talking about beers. Oh, wow. A crowd gathered, and I began to feed off the energy of all the masculine guys admiring my form. My hips thrusted hard, powering the engine of my stroke as I nuked ripper after ripper with my ping G430. Nick Adams, ladies and gentlemen, you are your next ambassador to Malaysia, doing masculine things with masculine men and feeling the thrust of his hips. Not that there's anything wrong with that.